Okay, so Keith Urban just got real about almost destroying his marriage to Nicole Kidman before it even had a chance to breathe, and honestly, the timing is wild, because after 19 years together, Nicole has apparently filed for divorce, and suddenly everyone's connecting dots that may or may not exist. But let's rewind and talk about what Keith actually said, because this story is equal parts heartbreaking and hopeful, and it's giving us a masterclass in what love looks like when things get messy. So picture this. It's 2024. Keith is standing at the AFI Life Achievement Award Gala, honoring Nicole like the supportive husband we all thought he was, and he drops a bomb. He tells the entire room that just 4 months into their 2006 marriage, his addiction issues that he'd basically ignored exploded their relationship like a fireworks factory on New Year's Eve. 4 months. That's barely enough time to finish your wedding thank you cards, and he's checking into the Betty Ford Center for 3 months. Imagine being Nicole, newlywed glow still fresh, and your husband vanishes into rehab. The uncertainty, the fear, the what-ifs. Keith himself admitted he had no clue if they'd survive it. But here's where it gets interesting. Keith praised Nicole for choosing love when every logical voice probably screamed at her to run. He said she pushed through the negativity, even her own doubts, and decided to fight for them. And honestly, that's not just romantic, that's superhuman. Because let's be real, most people would have been halfway to their lawyer's office before the ink dried on the marriage certificate. But Nicole stayed. She showed up. Keith called it love in action, and 18 years later at that gala, they were still standing together with their 2 daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret, watching their dad honor their mom. Keith got vulnerable too, talking about how Nicole's passion for life changed him. He said he'd never met anyone who loved being alive as much as she does, and that she taught him and their daughters about expressing feelings, something he wasn't raised to do. He even told Rolling Stone in 2021 that Nicole set up an intervention for him at one point, that he caused the implosion of their fresh marriage, and called it a miracle they survived. He used phrases like being spiritually awakened by her, being born into her, shaking off the shackles of addiction for the first time. This wasn't just gratitude, this was a man who believed his wife saved his life. So now Nicole has filed for divorce after nearly 2 decades, and naturally, everyone's wondering if addiction played a role again. But here's the thing, we don't actually know. People reports the reasons are still murky, and while it's tempting to draw a straight line from Keith's past struggles to this split, relationships are complicated. Maybe it's addiction related, maybe it's something entirely different. What we do know is that Keith has been open about his sobriety journey, crediting Nicole as the foundation of his recovery. Whether that foundation cracked under pressure or something else entirely happened, only they know. What's clear is that their story was never picture perfect, even when it looked that way from the outside. It was messy, raw, and required Nicole to make impossible choices that most of us will never have to face. And whatever happens next, that doesn't erase the fact that she showed up when it mattered most. So what do you think? Does Keith's past addiction struggle change how you see this divorce, or is there more to the story we're missing? Drop your theories in the comments because I want to hear them all. And if you're loving these deep dives into the messy reality behind the headlines, smash that subscribe button because gossip Galaxy is serving you fresh celebrity tea multiple times a day. Hit the notification bell so you never miss when we spill the next big story. Now let's talk about this in the comments because I know you have opinions. Retry Claude can make mistakes. Please double check responses.